Hey everybody, welcome to Alton. We're here for Summersville versus Alton, some varsity and junior high softball here, live action for you on Alton Sports Network. I'm Austin Bradley. Andy Earls is going to be joining me here in just a moment. He's putting the final touches on the system, and we're ready to roll here just a few minutes before the first pitch.
All right, guys, sorry about that. We wanted to come to you a little bit sooner, but we had some technical issues here, little technical difficulties here. We're at the site of impact, the crater, if you will, here in the beautiful rolling hills of Alton, Missouri, and Comic Country. We've got some softball, some high school softball action for you today. As Austin Bradley alluded to earlier, we've got Summersville and Alton, and we'll have a softball game for senior high, and I believe – do we have a junior high after?
We will have a junior high after this game.
And we will have a junior high after this game as well. So I only have 3 cameras today, so we apologize. Had some issues with some different things, and hopefully you guys can hear us loud and clear. Let us know if you can hear us well. Let us know if you can see this well. We'll get you through those 3 cameras. Austin's going to be our play-by-play guy today here in Alton for some softball. We've been trying to get down here several times, and every time we come down, game's canceled, postponed, weather, Mother Nature gets us, or whatever it may be. And today, we couldn't have picked any better weather for some softball than what we have right now. This is beautiful.
It's been a beautiful day. It started out chilly. It's going to get really cold tonight, but right now It's just perfect for a softball game.
Sure. Right now we'll take it. We'll gladly take it. Hey, they're getting in just a few more warm-ups here with the pitchers here on both sides before we get ready to throw out the first pitch. And we got people calling us right there. We apologize. Can get you up to a few of the cameras here again. I only have 3 cameras today, and I do apologize for that. It's just one of those things that we just got to deal with it, and some things that's keeping us from being able to have more cameras today. But hey, it is what it is. We're happy to be here. So, going to get a few of them here for you. There's one obviously right there that you'll be able to see. We'll have one from behind the pitcher there, so you'll be able to see the batter, obviously the catcher, the pitcher. We've got one obviously that is behind home plate, a little bit more of a wider view there. And I'm not sure who keeps calling him, but Austin, I guess I'm going to have to figure out who that is. And then we got one right here that is first, second, and third. You'll be able to see those. I'm going to go off the headset for just a second. I'm going to let Austin take over.
All right, guys, here. Yep, it's me here again. The first three batters up are going to be Marissa Fisk, the pitcher, Alyssa Piper, the third baseman, and Taylor Duncan on the Summersville side. And then for Alton, they'll have the shortstop, number 24, Even Montgomery, Erickson, the third baseman, number 23, and on first base they'll have number 14, Courtney Sharp, here ready just about to the first pitch between Summersville and Alton. Alton coming into this game looking to I'm looking up some stuff here so that I don't tell you wrong, guys. I'm gonna look up some records for you. Here we go. Alton High School softball. Getting close, and there. Alton comes into this game with a .500 record of 6-6, looking for their 7th win. Summersville comes in at 0-8, looking for their first win tonight. A good chance to get a good win if you're the Summersville Wildcats. Alton looking to just get above 500 as I look at these games for what will be the first time all season that they will be above 500 if they win this game tonight. Here, this game is first pitch set for 4 o'clock. It is 4 o'clock right now. We'll be taking it out to you here in just a moment. Both teams making final preparations here tonight for this game, this Big Springs Conference opponent game between the Summersville Wildcats and the Alton Comets here in Alton, Missouri. Andy is back here with us. He's gracing us with his presence again. Got the stage set. What you thinking?
I don't know about all that, Grayson, with my presence or not, but I will say this, guys. We are live today, not only on Facebook on Alton Sports Network. We are live on another Facebook page, Redline Media Alliance, which is our extension company, the umbrella, if you will, of all the channels we have, Corning Sports Report, Dogpack Media here at Alton. So Alton Sports Network Facebook, live on Redline Media Alliance Facebook. And then we're also live on YouTube. You can go on the Redline Media Alliance or Corning Sports Report on YouTube. Search either one of those, and we will have this game live there as well. If you got a smart TV at home, maybe you can do the YouTube app at home on your big screen and watch from the comfort of your living room with your shoes kicked off and a tall glass milk, a tall glass cold whole milk. And I tell you what, there's nothing better than that at all, especially when the kids are asleep and you ain't got to worry about that.
There you go.
Not have to clean dishes or doing supper or anything. So, yeah. And if you got little young ones, just put them to bed early. Or actually let them watch us. That's okay. That's okay. Let them watch us.
You can also, you can find us just about on any electronic. You got a tablet, a cell phone, TV, laptop, doesn't matter. You can watch us.
Jeffrey Simpson's on with us, so is Bonnie Decker. Y'all let us know where you're tuning in from tonight, if you don't mind, and who you're cheering for as well. We'd love to know that. Can you see your monitor there pretty good?
I can see my monitor.
Can you turn it this way a little more?
I got a little monitor because I'm blind, so I got to be able to see the screen.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. We won't judge you at all from that, I promise you. We're excited to bring you some action live, and I promise, guys, we will be going to first pitch here very shortly. I'm not sure what we're waiting on now. And keep in mind there is a baseball game right across the way. It's Alton and Summersville as well, baseball. And, of course, these two fields almost adjacent to each other. They almost join at the hip there at center field. Probably, 25 feet from center field fence to center field fence.
You hit a home run long enough, you might hit it into the other field.
That's very true. That is very, very true. So maybe at some point we can point a camera over there or something and maybe get a little action on the baseball side too. We didn't do baseball today. We chose softball because we've tried to get softball twice and have been unsuccessful. In baseball, we tried to get once and we're unsuccessful. But we've got a baseball game that we think we can get to either next week or the week after that. I can't remember. But so we wanted to get at least one game in each. We was hoping to get 2 to 3 on each, but Mother Nature has not cooperated, unfortunately. And unfortunately, Mother Nature doesn't listen to us.
She doesn't cooperate very often.
No, she does not. So
there's a reason it's 70 today and then it's supposed to snow tonight.
Yeah, I heard about that. Is that legit?
That is legit. It's supposed to snow in Summersville, at least in Summersville. I don't know about Alton, but in Summersville it's supposed to snow.
Wow. That is crazy. I'm putting in some more comments here on our YouTube and our Facebook pages here. And Alton and I are...
We're waiting on the umps. That is the message. We're waiting on the umps.
Tell you what, nickels holding up dimes out here in Alton, Missouri. We will give them a standing ovation, I promise, when they do get here. And we may put the camera on them just for that.
Make them feel awkward.
No, not nothing awkward about it at all. Well, actually, we'll cheer them on.
Yeah, there you go. Give them a round of
little
applause.
umpire chant.
I don't know. They may think we're being sarcastic.
And I hope they're not here like covering the baseball game, thinking that that's where they were supposed to be instead of the softball game.
That'd be wild. We got 6 umps. 6 umps for the baseball game, none for the softball.
Awesome stuff. Either way, guys, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you're with us right now, again, let us know where you're tuning in from. And, again, you can watch us on YouTube as well. Just find Red Line Media Alliance or Corning Sports Report on YouTube.
Make sure to share that with your friends. Share it with your friends' friends. Share it with your mom, your dad, your uncle, your aunt, your dog. Share it with everybody you know. Get it out there. Watch these kids play some softball. You got some family across the state, across the country, or heck, even across the road. Let them get on there and watch these kids. Get these kids out and seen. That's what we're here for, right, Andy?
Absolutely. Could not agree more. And we've been so blessed to have such a good following. And not only that, but we've had a lot of kids actually be getting some calls from or the other coaches getting calls from scouts and stuff like that. So that's awesome. When you hear that, that just makes it all –
That makes it all worth it.
Oh, man, no matter all the troubles we had earlier and all the negative things I was saying about technology earlier, at the end of the day, it's really, really nice to be able to have that and be able to hear that. And, man, that changes people's lives sometimes, and it really does. When you can go to college and further your education, and not only further your education, but doing something you love while you're doing it, I don't know how it gets any better than that.
Also, just a heads up for all of you Cardinals fans out there, if we're done with this game in time, they do have a game. You can find that on Bally Sports Network this evening.
Is it Bally, or do we know?
Bally, I think. It's baseball, so I'm going to say Bally.
I mean, nobody really knows.
Nobody knows.
It's so different. And
but you can find that on
change.
Bally Sports Network, but only if we're done here, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, please choose us first. If you don't mind. You can actually watch us on the big screen and then watch them, maybe on an app or something, kind of follow the game.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
They have 150 games left. We're down to our last handful.
We're down to it, so yeah. Definitely follow us first. No, honestly, I really hope that they can kind of get things going. Obviously, they're a little lackluster. I think they're only 2 or maybe even 3 games out of first place, so that's not bad. I mean, it's early.
They have a losing record.
A lot of time. I think tonight would put them at 500, but a lot of time left. It's early, especially during a COVID year and new faces. And obviously, you feel like that pitching is eventually going to come around. You don't feel like it's going to be that Jekyll and Hyde all year long, but you never know. I mean, it's a long season. I'm not panicking yet. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right, definitely. It's way too early to be panicking. Like I said, they got about 150 games left, so that changes a lot.
Yeah, it really does. And the dog days of summer, you got some leaders on that team that's going to get you through those. And I like the makeup of the team. You got some young guys that are really trying to out there prove themselves. You got some guys that have been there a long time that are trying to stamp their career. How
about Nolan Arenado? Let's talk about him for a second, because a lot of people thought, and here we are at a high school game talking about the major leagues, but
when umpires don't show, that's what happens.
everybody kind of thought, the altitude's going to make a difference. He's not going to be as good as St. Louis. Well, I feel like in the first couple weeks he's silenced that. He's already hit 4 or 5 home runs. He's tied for the lead in that. Getting hits, it doesn't matter. The altitude doesn't matter. He's just as good in St. Louis as he was in Colorado.
Well, even his outs are pretty loud outs. I mean, he's putting the sweet spot of that bat on the ball for sure, and you like to see it. Now, it is a long season, though. I mean, that may come out to where that's true, but I really don't think so. That type of guy who prepares like he does, and he's a dandy, you can tell. And I love that he's more of a defensive-minded first ball player. And how about our corner outfields for the Cardinals? And you got Goldschmidt and Arenado. I don't know how it gets much better than that. 2 guys that could play in any era of baseball, in my opinion. I mean, I love Goldschmidt. He just goes about his business. I mean, he could hit the game-winning grand slam in Game 7 and just kind of yawn, go around the bases, not smile hardly. No fist pumps. I mean, he is who he is, and I love it. He acts like he's been there before because he has. He definitely has.
That's the biggest thing. You see a lot of players at every level. It always, to me, and you may agree or disagree, it takes away from the moment if you're gloating about it. That was one thing I always, anytime I've coached or anytime I've been an assistant or anything like that, that's one thing I've always preached is act like you've been there before.
Yeah, I mean, I love emotion. Don't get me wrong. These are emotional games. To pretend they're not would be a lie. But
there's a difference in emotion and gloating.
And standing over somebody and whatever it may be, pounding your chest while you're looking at them or staring them down. But yeah, you're right. And it's one of those things where, man, my dad always told me, hey, if you want to celebrate like crazy and really go crazy, do it when your teammate does something, not when you do something. And that stuck with me. And whatever sport it was, obviously we're playing softball today, but even in football, I was taught you score a touchdown, hand the ball to the referee. One of your teammates does something, go crazy, and make sure they know about it. That's just how you're wired, and that's exactly how Goldschmidt is, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Again, guys, if you're just tuning in with us and you're wondering why there's no one out there at bat, and you wonder why there's no one out there in the pitcher's mound tonight, there is a reason. We are lacking some umpires. So if push comes to shove, me and Austin will go out there. We'll just get you to one camera, and we'll go out there and fix this up real quick.
Can we keep the headset on? If we
Can
headset
reach
on,
that far? Yeah.
If we keep the headset on, then we can I don't know, we can hear the player chatter, I think.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, and of course, I don't know if I'm out there calling a game, I don't know if I want the fans to know that's me. So maybe I'm going to back off on that just a little bit as we got Teresa Simpson right now was on with us. Charlie Wilbanks is on with us again, guys. If you're just tuning in with us, we are awaiting the arrival of the umpires. And I'm typing that as we speak on our Facebook page. All right, there we go.
Here, I'm gonna try to share this on my page for all the Summersville folk back home.
Yeah, for those that may not know Austin, he is a proud alumni of Summersville.
I found it, I think. Here we go. Let's see if I can share it. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Very good. Charlie Wilbanks is watching from Kingsville, Missouri. Charlie, thank you for letting us know where you're tuning in from, buddy. Again, Charlie, if you just tuned in, we're simply waiting on the arrival of the umpires. We were supposed to have started this one. What time is it now there, Austin?
It's 4:10. We're 10 minutes late. They're 10 minutes late.
Yeah, well, so we aren't. We were here about 2
here
o'clock.
Noon.
So, yeah.
We were here at like 1:30.
We got in Alton about 1:30. We got here at 2 o'clock. So
had a nice lunch at the Burger Palace.
Yeah, by the way, good job, everybody at the Burger Palace there. Hey, this would be a good time to actually talk about how we get some sponsor love here while we're waiting. The first one you're going to see on your screen there, Clary Funeral Home LLC, family owned and operated since 1948. Got 3 locations in Alton, Missouri, Mammoth Springs, Arkansas, Thayer, Missouri. Clary Funeral Homes LLC. Get a hold of them in Alton at 417-778-7221. Again, Clary Funeral Home LLC. Big thank you to them for jumping on board with us this year at Alton Sports Network. Next, we're going to have Alton Bank. Alton Bank jumped on board, and in fact, I think they were our first one. A bank worth changing for. You see the phone numbers right there, also a fax number. Member FDIC, and really good folks over there. Several of them have been so nice to us and been very helpful even at basketball games, getting us food and things of that nature. They helped us out, got us in the paper. We made the paper. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Yeah, I saw that. You made the Summersville Beacon, too.
I know. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere.
You're everywhere.
Yeah, so big thank you to them
famous
for that. I don't know about that. I'm infamous, if anything. Famous in a small town. There's Shepherd's View Assisted Living. We talked about them several times in basketball and how we just if I'm going to retire somewhere, I get put in that's where I want to go. If I get put in a home, I want to go to Shepherd's View Assisted Living. All the things they have here, it was unbelievable. Level 2 assisted living for seniors, activities of daily living, diabetic care, restorative care, rehab care. They accept LTC, insurance, Medicaid, VA, and private pay. Get a hold of them at 417-778-7959. Again, that's Shepherd's View Assisted Living. And we're real thankful for them as they jumped on board with us this year. And don't forget West Plains Savings and Loan as well. West Plains Savings and Loan, your local bank in this area that jumped out, obviously not here in Alton, but jumped out and wanted to be a part of this. Obviously, West Plains not too far down the road. They wanted to be a part of this. Anything that involves the youth and the kids of these schools around here, they wanted to support, and we sure do appreciate that. So big thank you to West Plains Savings Loan. Get a hold of them at 417-256-3042. Again, 417-256-3042. That's West Plains Savings and Loan. So big thank you to all the sponsors there. We are still
waiting on umpires.
So while we're waiting on umpires, I'm going to bring it over here to us for a second. If we can get to us there. That's what we'll try to do here. There we go. There we got us now. So you can see where we're at. We're actually alongside the first baseline. Was the best spot we thought we could kind of set up with our system Our system doesn't like going through chain link fences and stuff of that nature, so we set up over here so we could go above the chain link and kind of reach our cameras. Again, we had set up 4 cameras, I think, 4 or 5, whatever it was, but the other 2 aren't quite working for us, so we do apologize. There's only 2 of us here, too, so keep that in mind. And normally we have a few more cameras than that, but it is what it is. We're glad to be here. I can promise you that much. So
yeah, definitely we're happy to be here. We're happy to be getting these kids out, getting them seen. If I could find Coach Gaston, I'd get him over here and talk to him for a few minutes while we got some time to kill. But I don't see him anywhere. I know he. Oh, I see him now. Well, nope, that's not him.
I was gonna say don't yell over there and mistaking him for somebody else. So I wonder if we can get. Is our camera high enough to reach the baseball game right now? I wonder if it is. I don't know if it is or not. I don't think you could see the baseball game, but here's what I'm going to do for you.
Are they playing over there yet?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to turn it over and just see if we can zoom in over there to the baseball boys. Click on that camera there. Double-click the top one up there. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to shake there for you guys, but there you can see the baseball boys away out there. That's Alton, and then you see Summersville over there as well. Again, just right across the way. If you've never been to Alton over here, again, from center field fence to center field fence, it's awful close. I'd say probably 25, 30 feet separate them. Like Austin said earlier, you get a deep enough home run past center, you may hit into the other stadium field, whatever you want to call it. We'll zoom you out there so you can kind of see what we're talking about. Right across the way. Get you some more views here of the Summersville coach. And over there we got an assistant coach for Alton over there hitting some ground balls to his Lady Comets. And now we got some country music jamming on a little beatbox. I like that. It's a little Eric Church, I believe.
Of all genres to play, that's the one they choose.
Now, do you have something against country?
I don't like country music.
Oh, wow. Well, nobody's perfect, so.
Oh, wow.
I'll hold that against you. As we're scanning the field here, guys, you see Summersville over here warming up, and they've already warmed up once, but again, just waiting on umpires. So they may be on strike.
I don't think so.
Maybe we're not paying them enough.
Is that a pun? Is that a pun?
It may be. I've got some fans out there tailgating out there at center field. Look at that. All right.
They got to watch out from in front and behind.
That is very true.
That's a horrible, horrible place to be, in my opinion. Actually, as far as viewing goes, it's a great place to be. But as far as getting your head taken off, it's a horrible place to be.
Yeah, I would say so.
Because it could potentially come both ways.
Probably not the best spot, but you got faith. And I'd say a couple of umpires got pretty good hands. I'd say this guy right here that we're going to zoom in on, I'd say he's got good hands.
That guy in that backwards hat.
You know, sun's right in his eyes, but he's got shades, so he doesn't need the hat for that.
That guy looks like – I'm going to tell you what that guy looks like. That guy looks like he turned the MLB down.
Oh, absolutely.
Like he was too good for them.
He's your local all-rec MVP.
There you go.
On Sunday afternoons.
Oh, man. If he sees this, we're in trouble.
Do you know him?
No, sir.
Okay. He just looks athletic. I don't think that was anything against him. I think that was nothing but praise, high praise.
There you see some of the fans.
And again, the baseball game hasn't even started. I wonder if any of the umpires are here. We're going to
Yes, look behind you, sir.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, put the camera on him and watch him walk in.
Can we do that?
Give him like they do for like the professional games where they show him walking in the building.
All right, we're going to get the umpires on the camera here.
There you go.
You guys want to wave? You're live on TV. There we go. Get away from the umpires there. Very nice. Thank you, fellas. Good luck today. There we go. Giving the people what they want, folks. And you see we're waiting on the first pitch here. We got some out in left field now. They kind of snuck in on me here. Got some more lawn chairs out there. And there's a standing ovation for the umpires. You kind of seen that one coming, didn't you, Austin?
Yeah. Is that for the umpires, though?
Maybe it's for us.
No, I don't think so. I definitely don't think it's for us, but I don't know that it's for the umpires either. Maybe just a rallying cry. Just like rallying, one of them slow claps, like rally your team, like rally the troops.
I like it.
That's definitely what it was, seeing as how they huddled up right after that.
All right, I'm going to keep that on first, second, and third. So you see, again, only 3 cameras a day. That's not like us. Normally we have more, and I apologize, but only 3 cameras a day. but we're going to make it work. I can promise you that much.
Andy, the 6 cameraman, you know.
I know. I like to go all out. Melissa Warren says, let's go, Lady Comments. Watching from Lake St. Louis. This is awesome to be able to watch my niece. So we love that, Melissa. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for commenting with us, too. And we got Madison DuBois, Tiffany Kirby, also on with us. Teresa Simpson, like we mentioned earlier. Becca Trobaugh also on with us. I hope I didn't butcher that. Mark's on with us as well. Eldringhoff. And Renee Church. Several of them on right now. Very good. And, guys, hey, I think you tuned in at the right time. We're just about ready to get this thing started. You see the umpires and coaches meeting up there. I assume they're exchanging lineups. And speaking of lineups, I assume, Austin, did they get you a lineup, bud?
I do. I said it earlier at the top. The top of the order here, obviously, with the first inning is who is due up for
Do you need some duct tape?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. I'm gonna get Austin some duct tape.
Hang up for Summersville, the pitcher's going to lead it off at number 12, junior Marissa Fisk, followed by the third baseman, number 15, Alyssa Pfeiffer, and then the number 3 hole hitter will be number 23, the catcher, Taylor Duncan for the Wildcats.
Where do you want?
Just anywhere.
All right, guys, I'm back. I had to get Austin some duct tape there. We were having trouble with the wind blowing the roster or the lineup card there he had. Hey, guys, don't forget you can watch us on YouTube. Search for our extension company. How this works is I've got 4 different companies, but Redline Media Alliance is kind of the main. It's the umbrella. Then underneath that's Corning Sports Report, Dog Pack Media, and Van Buren, and then obviously Alton Sports Network. So search Corning Sports Report or Redline Media Alliance, either one of those. Redline Media Alliance, Corning Sports Report on YouTube, and you can watch us on YouTube, maybe on your smart TV at home, on your big screen. Again, kick off those shoes, relax. The tall glass of cold whole milk. Cannot go wrong at all with that.
Why would you drink milk?
Why would you not?
Milk is horrible.
Milk does a body
is
good,
the worst drink ever.
Maybe it doesn't do my body good because I'm a little chunky, but it does a body good, I can promise you. Folks, we have got some softball, believe it or not.
Finally.
The wait is about to be over.
22 minutes late, we have softball.
Hey, who's keeping count, though?
Me.
Besides
I'm
you.
keeping count.
I'll say besides you. Here we go. A few more warm-up pitches, and we're going to get this thing on. I like it. Again, only 3 cameras for you. We do apologize about that. Normally we have more, but ran into some technical difficulties today, and it is what it is. Debbie Willis on with us as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are about to bring you some softball action live from Alton, Missouri at the Crater here in the Rolling Hills, site of Impact. I'll try to keep up with all the social media engagements. Austin Bradley's going to be our play-by-play guy. He's done a great job this year with us all year long in basketball, and we sure appreciate him for that. And I know he's going to do a good job today as well. So
here we go as Marissa Fisk, again the pitcher for Summersville, steps to the plate. The pitcher for Alton is Warren, and that's a strike, swinging strike there. 0-1 is the count.
And I believe her, I don't know if it's her mom or not, actually it was her, she said this was her niece. So her Aunt Melissa Warren, I believe, is watching. High, fly ball. That's going to go.
And it's down, and it's a single for Marissa Fisk. And the first Wildcat hitter is on base as number 15, the third baseman, Alyssa Pfeiffer, is going to step up to the plate. That's a good hit. That's a good hit. Good way to start the game if you're the Wildcats. If you're Alton, though, those are the plays you kind of have to get to. Maybe first play jitters, and they'll try to move on from it.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I think that was more the sun causing problems there, and they got the umpire right in our way. So we'll get
here. And Marissa Fisk stealing, and she is called safe with a stolen base.
We'll watch the instant replay on that one.
Nice sliding play there at second. You be the judge. I think she got under it. How about you, Andy?
I do, too. It was a good throw, though.
Yeah, it was.
Very good throw, and maybe that'll move the umpire over, and it will. Now we can see from this back view. That's going to be chopped foul, I do believe. I tell you, it's just, I mean, I know I said it earlier, Austin, this is a perfect day, man. I mean, this is beautiful weather. A little bit of wind, not a whole lot where it's going to affect you. I mean, just beautiful weather. Nicole Harrell on with us as well.
Here for the second. And a ball there. I believe the count is 1-2. I believe.
Yeah, it's really hard for us to see the scoreboard from here with the sun factoring into it. Very bright, sitting right behind, almost right behind the batter.
Yeah, we're even it now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alyssa Pfeiffer, the third baseman for the Wildcats at the plate here. And she puts it on the ground. Tries to run it out. Marissa Fisk will advance to third base. So a sacrifice play there for the first out for the Wildcats since Taylor Duncan. And Taylor, I don't know if you've watched Summersville play this season, but Taylor can hit the ball.
Well, this is the right person you want them with a runner in scoring position, obviously. Worst case scenario, you're at least hoping for a long, deep fly ball here to at least get the runner tagged in here. But yeah, she looks the part as a good hitter, that's for sure. Looks very confident up at the plate.
There, pitch just a little bit high. 1-0, the count. And it's foul tipped off for an even 1-1 count here. As Taylor Duncan, number 23 for the Wildcats at the plate. With a runner in scoring position at third base off a sacrifice ground out by number 15, Alyssa Pfeiffer.
Again, she got on earlier. Kind of, I don't know if you'd call it an error or not, but here comes a base
hit. And he puts it on the floor, and it's a base hit, or she puts it on the ground, and it's a base hit. Taylor gets to first. It's an RBI, and Summersville leads it 1-0 here in the first inning with 1 out.
Didn't take long at all to get a run on the board. Your leadoff batter gets on. Usually that spells good things for you, and it does here. Again, don't know if you'd call that an error with the sun right in the second baseman and right fielder's face, but either way, they didn't make the play, and it's going to result.
It was only ever an error if it touched your glove and you dropped it whenever I was in school. Or at least that's how our coach counted it.
And I get that, too. Of course, they were set pretty close and still had a little bit of time to make that. But either way, it's a tough play. You'd have to be back here and see how bright that sun is and where exactly it's at.
Here in 0-2 the count. Emma Havens, the catcher. No, the DH. I'm sorry, the DH here for the Wildcats up to bat with her twin sister, Jenna Havens, on deck.
Very nice. Going for second.
Taylor Duncan trying to steal and gets there. Doesn't even have to slide here, and it's 1-2. And Taylor steals and advances to second base off of a dropped pitch there by the catcher, Kemper.
Hey, so far early on, Summersville's been very aggressive on the base paths. And I heard the coaches talking about that. Obviously, we're on their side of the field right here by their dugout. And I heard the coaches talking about that, and that is definitely something that they were preaching pregame.
Definitely. Their inside pitch, it's 2-2. 2-2 is the count.
I don't know how the fans in center field can even see the play right now. They're looking directly.
And that one's inside up, and we have a full count now here with the last pitch.
I'm going to give you a view out there. They're looking. The people out there behind the center field fence are looking directly into the sun. I have no idea how they're able to see this game right now.
And she will go down on strikes there.
Watch the instant
replay. Instant replay. Goes down looking. As her twin sister, Jenna Havens.
I think the fans over here kind of wanted that ball. They thought it was a little outside. It was about right there knee high, but hard to tell from our angle, obviously, where we're at.
And Jenna's going to swing and miss here, and it's
got by the catcher, though, and a runner advances to third.
Yes, a stolen base there for Taylor Duncan. They're aggressive with their bats and aggressive base running, and that's going to spell recipe for good if you can get outs on the defensive side. And a fly ball, that's going to go foul. That's going to go foul there. That was a good hit, just a little to the left there, and that might have gotten down, and who knows where we'd be then.
Oh, sorry. You can just move that up. Sorry. Yeah, here you go. I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize we had that there. Thank you, sir. Good catch.
Here we go, Jenna Havens. The count is 0-2, and she will go down on strikes, and that's the third out. Summersville leads it 1-0 here in the middle of the first inning with Montgomery, Erickson, and Sharp up due for the Alton Comets. Here we go.
Hey, guys, I want to thank all of our sponsors, too. Clary Funeral Home, LLC, Alton Bank, Shepherd's View Assisted Living, West Plains Savings and Loan. Big thank you to all you guys for jumping on board with us. We sure do appreciate it. Big thank you to Mr. Austin Bradley here, who has jumped on board here with us today, made the trip. You do live in Summersville, correct? So
I do.
So you made the trip from Summersville. How far of a drive is that anyways?
It's about 45 minutes or so.
Okay, so that's not too bad. I made about the 2-hour drive. Got here. Hey, we got here early, got on time. I had to get off work to be able to do this, but it all worked out. I have a very nice manager. Thankfully, he was very understanding.
He sells cars for a living, guys.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'd sell them. Not much of a salesman, like a giveaway artist, but either way.
Giveaway artist.
Either way, I get them done. I get them moved. So got to move the metal or the plastic or whatever they're made of these days.
The guy walks in and says, Andy says, this car is, I don't know, how much does a car average? 50,000, 100,000?
And right now, if you're going to buy a car, you better bring the Brinks truck with you when you come. It's they definitely are getting more expensive by the day. By the way, come see me at Baldwin Chevrolet. A little shameless plug there for myself. I have a lifetime warranty on the majority of our new and used cars, and would love the opportunity to help you out. Joe Beth Thomas Montgomery says, go Evan and the Comets. Very good. Debbie Willis, Nicole Harrell, Tiffany Kirby. And we appreciate that, Joe Beth. We really do. Thank you for tuning in with us. So Evan Montgomery, where's she at in the lineup there for all?
She is the first due. She is due up first.
Lead off. Well, I'll tell you what, Joe Beth, hang here with us now. We're about to get Miss Montgomery some action here. She's going to lead it off for the Lady Comets.
This is Evan Montgomery.
Evan. Okay. Thank you, sir. Coach is taking care of us there, looking out for us. We appreciate that. Evan Montgomery at the plate. That first one was considered a ball, so it'll be a 1-0 count.
And 1-1 count. Right down the chute if you're Marissa Fisk here, an instant replay.
Yeah, I kind of let you decide on this play or not, what you thought, if it was in there or not. It was awful close, maybe a little outside, but either way.
They're a ball that way.
2-1 count. Folks, that ball is fair. She's going for 2, and she's going to be safe.
She got 2. She got a double there. And here we're going to show you the instant replay. What happened there is it got up, and they didn't really hustle that well to get to the ball. They just kind of let it drop, and then they just kind of jogged over to get it. And whenever that happens, you're gonna have extra bases there.
Wasn't the hardest base hit you'll ever see, but there's no style points in softball. And it had a lot of English on it. Boy, when it landed fair, it just darted to the right in foul territory there in the grass.
They're 0-1. No. The board says 1-0, but I thought I heard him say strike.
Catcher doing a good job of trying to frame that pitch there, not getting the call, but you love seeing the catcher trying to help out the pitcher there. We'll see if Alton's aggressive on those base paths as well. We've seen that from Summersville in the top half of the first. And that's Montgomery on second base in scoring position right now. No outs here, bottom half of the first inning.
And a strikeout there for Marissa Fisk. Leads to the first out of the game, or first out for the Wildcats here. Strikeout, first K of the game for Marissa Fisk. Here is Courtney Sharp is going to step up, the first baseman for the Comets.
Oh, she's going to take third base, it looks like, on that one.
Yes, she is. Montgomery is going to steal third base off a missed catch there by the catcher.
Yeah, we can't see the catcher from our view, so I don't know if that's a pass ball or a wild pitch. But either way, got by, squirted by there. And I tell you, Montgomery ran at third pretty hard, like she was wanting to maybe take home as well there for a second. Thomas Dobbs on with us. We appreciate you, Thomas, for tuning in. I'm going to go over to the YouTube channel and see if we got any comments over there. Again, search Redline Media Alliance on YouTube, and we're live on it as well. Good pitch right there. Swinging
2-1 is the count with one out for the Wildcats here.
Tell you the outfield, they're playing really deep for this hitter, it seems like.
Left that one high.
Get you a view for the outfield there just to see them. I think they're playing a little bit deeper, maybe 2, maybe 3 steps deeper for number 14 here.
And she will walk. She strikes out and then walks.
Sharp at first. We'll see if they try to take second here. In fact, I'm going to get you to this view here just so we can see it if it does happen. That's Sharp on first. Play at the plate. Awful close. The ball gets away though on the slide. And runner's going to advance all the way to third.
So we are, I believe we're tied 1-1 now after that play at the plate. And the runner again advances to third.
Bonnie Deckard on with us. Thank you, Bonnie, for tuning in.
And a strike there for Marissa Fisk. A much-needed strike there for Marissa Fisk, I might add.
I agree. Totally agree. A little bit of a light breeze blowing out to center field, center right.
1-2 the count. That ball was crushed here off the fence. It's 2-1.
Got to fix that score there for you. That was a heck of a hit right there by number 33.
Yeah, 2-1.
Kemper burned the center fielder for Summersville. That's so tough out there in center right now with that sun just right at you. I know she had shades on, but it still doesn't make it any easier. Not a lot easier, I should say.
A little higher right there, and that ball might be out. She got every stitch of that ball.
It sure sounded good off the bat, I'll say that. Hannah Wigger's on with us. Myrtle Little's on with us as well. Melissa Warren, thank y'all for tuning in. Let us know where you're tuning in from and who you're cheering for. If you don't mind, we sure would appreciate that. 2-1 early on here. This is the bottom half of the first inning here at the Crater, site of Impact, Alton, Missouri.
Here, 2-1 the count.
Some Summersville hitters out there in the batting cage, getting ready for their opportunity. Swung right through it. No advance on the wild pitch, or pass ball, I should say. Again, if you're just tuning in with us, Austin Bradley on the play-by-play. Myself, Andy Earls, directing and also commentating.
And left that one high. We got a full count now, 3-2.
Now, Austin, I've noticed something just really minute, but when she started, it didn't look like her lead foot. This one right here, her lead foot was like splitting the rubber. Now it's in the front of the rubber. I'm not saying that's the difference in her pitches here. Nice job getting down over at third base.
And they got her. They called her out at third base here, an instant replay.
Good job by the catcher and the third baseman. Look at that. Third baseman got that tag down quick. How about that, folks? 2 outs. And your runner in scoring position is now erased.
That's a big play.
Yeah, Warren's like, come on, man. I had a chance for an RBI.
For the Wildcats here, a big defensive play from Taylor Duncan over to Alyssa Pfeiffer there on third.
I'm going to keep you at this view here. The umpire's in our way on the other one, so we'll keep you right here.
Here from, oh, she dropped it.
And she sure did. Runner's going to advance to third. And you got runners on the corners now with 2 outs. See if they get a little 2-out rally here. Good piece of work there by Warren. Not just with a hit, obviously.
That is a play you have to make if you're Summersville there on the defensive end. You
I-
have to catch that ball. That's such a fundamental play that you – I mean, I know things happen, don't get me wrong, but, I mean, those are the fundamental plays that you have to win softball games.
I agree, but give number 11 credit. Now, Warren ran the whole time. She put her head down. She never watched the ball and ran the whole time, and I like to see
And
that.
she's going to advance to second there, steal second there.
Because you never know, Austin. You don't know if someone's going to drop it or if it's going to be a bad throw. You just got to keep going, and that's what she did, and I respect that. So great job at number 11. And I'll talk about the first baseman in just a second. So it seemed like the first baseman stretched a little early there, Austin, and that ball ended up being a little bit higher. If you wait to stretch, you can stay up and get that. But if you're already stretched before that ball gets there, it's hard to bounce back up. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
And now because you have runners on second and third, as you see right there, 2 white jerseys in scoring position. Yeah, but it seems like the pitcher, her foot's on the front half now of the plate of the rubber, or her lead foot, as opposed to
hit by the pitch. The bases are loaded now with 2 outs. So if you're Summersville and there's a ground ball, you can go anywhere. I'm sure they'll probably go to the closest base, as opposed to trying to maybe throw it across the infield, with a ground ball to third.
This is definitely whatever base is easiest here. There's, again, no style points. Just get it done.
They're at kind of a foul tip there.
Barbara Campbell watching with us. Corey Brawley as well. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, let us know where you're tuning in from, let us know where you're tuning in from and who you're cheering for, I should say.
There another foul tip. It's 0-2, the count.
Yeah, what I was saying, though, it seems like she's struggling with location right now. But, again, she's that 4 inches of movement on her lead foot is really interesting. It seemed like at the very beginning she was more on the back end of the rubber. Now she's on the front end, if you will.
They're up. It's 1-2, way up there for a ball, and it's 1-2 there. Just bring it down a little bit, and that, or a lot of bit, bring it down. Either way. Their ground ball, and it gets through the glove. And the score is 4-1.
And just like that, Alton's got them a 3-run lead here in the bottom of the first, and 2 of those obviously here with 2 outs. And, again, you make that play at first earlier, and you're out of the inning, and it's a very close game, and you're right. Of course, they're still right in it. It's early, but just little things like that, as Austin alluded to.
Yeah, if you're Summersville, you've got it. You need to get out of this inning as soon as possible. You don't want this to blow up into something.
Okay.
I'm going to step off for just a second and answer.
You go right ahead and take it. Runner at second and third. Here comes the pitch. She winds. She fires. High fly ball to center field. It's going to bite. It's going to drop. And that's going to score 1 at least, possibly 2. They're going to throw home, but to no avail. A little too late. And the runner will advance to second on that throw. And you score 2 for the Lady Comets. Tack on 2, if you will. Make it 6-1, and good piece of hitting there. But number 22, Smith, I do believe. Very good piece of hitting. And we're going to have a timeout on the mound here. A little visiting coach's visit. With her team.
I don't know what they called me for, but it wasn't that important.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I told them, I'm at work. You got to call me back.
I love it. No big deal. Just as doctor, no big deal. Could be something totally important, not a big deal. But what is a big deal is this softball game that we're covering, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Again, 6-1 here. Several runs with 2 outs. See if Summersville can get out of this inning. Great job hitting and base running by the Lady Comets.
Yes, sir. There's a strike there thrown down the middle for Marissa Fisk. It's 0-1, I believe the count is. I'm kind of having to depend on the scoreboard at times. And it's a little delayed. But it's 0-2 now, as I was rambling on there. We were at 0-2. And can Marissa Fisk put her down here? And,
you need to get out of this inning and then you need to go hit some softballs.
Yeah, you're definitely going to have to get the offensive bats rattling for sure.
And that's up and dropped there in the outfield.
Very close at second.
And she got it in, and it's 7-1 now in favor of the Lady Comets. There's the left fielder drop the catch.
She overran that one there. She had a good head of steam, and you like to see her coming forward like that, hustling, getting to it, but just a little too antsy, overran it there. Good job backing it up, though, by the center fielder.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta wait, a little bit. You just gotta kind of chill out.
Yeah.
And you'll be all right.
And not making any excuses for them, but all the outfielders are dealing with that sun for sure on all these. And
right, and they're going to be for the next probably 30, 45 minutes.
I'd say maybe longer than that.
Yeah.
I think it's just something they're going to have to deal with, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And
it's both sides. It's not just it's not
bingo.
just the Wildcats here.
Bingo.
They're going to have to deal with it if you're both teams. That should be what you want to do. You want to put it in the outfield right now.
But credit Alton. I mean, they're putting the bat on the ball right now, and they're making the defense make plays. Is what they're doing. They're making them make plays, and you put it in play, and good things happen.
And also, I've noticed something big right now. Alton will make a play on offense. It seems like Fisk will really be getting her pitches. She'll be throwing them in the strike zone. Alton will make a play on offense, and then now they're down 2-0, or now they're down 2-0 in the count. Here, Marissa Fisk is. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of been a trend this game. She's been right there. She just can't get over that hump. She's got to continue, even whenever things aren't going well. She's got to continue to put it in the strike zone.
I agree. It's one of those things. That I know the defense hasn't quite been there for you, but you got to believe in them. You got to have trust in them. Sometimes these girls won't chase like you want them to, and they're not right now.
Yeah, and she walked them again,
and coach is wanting her to change locations here on the rubber there, and I'm pretty sure she's done that already, at least once today that I'm aware of. After watching, something I noticed that very early on. You don't want this thing to get too far out of hand here too early.
Yeah. That was really high. Almost looked like from here it almost hit her in the helmet.
Yeah. And Kemper, listen, if you're up here and you're Kemper right now, I'd almost take until I get a strike. Make her, well, never mind.
It's on. There you go. Beautiful play. And Summersville gets out of the inning there at 7-1. An instant replay. And if you're Summersville right now, you have to hit the softball. If you don't hit the softball,
hey, good job defensively
you're
there.
You're going to be in trouble.
Hey, the pitcher, defending her position very well there, getting herself out of that. And, hey, listen, Alton did a good job of base hit, aggressive base running, and credit them for that for sure. But let's be honest, Summersville definitely
has some work to do.
Well, that and they definitely helped them out a little bit there.
Let me just
2 errors maybe. You can maybe argue a third, but
let me just say this: if you're Summersville right now, you have to believe first of all that you can do this, okay? Because you're down by 6 rounds. You come out, you jump out real quick. You almost have to reset, and you just got to chip it away. You're not going to get it all back with one at bat. They say that in every sport. You can't get it all back at once.
Yeah.
You got to chip away, and that's what they have to do right now. And here we go. We got Lexi Carlisle, or I believe Lexi Carlisle, Tabby Wortley, and Tara Denton are going to be up here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, you're right. No matter what, there's no such thing. No matter how far you hit it as a 6-run home run. So you're right.
Exactly.
You got to chip away at this thing, do the fundamentals right, good base running.
Hit it to West Plains, and it's only worth 1.
That's right.
So
that's absolutely so. And just like you've seen with Alton there, if you get a ground ball in the infield, put your head down and run. Don't watch that ball and slow down thinking you're out, because you never know. Get that head down and start running. Debbie Willis is on with us, Brad Bennett, Melissa Warren. Thank y'all all for tuning in with us. Hey, if y'all don't mind, share that feed, guys. Share that feed for us. Get these kids seen. Again, we've had so many of our live streams, whether it be at Corning, Van Buren, Twin Rivers, different places we've been to, get seen by college scouts, and that's huge, man. And I'm not going to sit here and say that these kids are D1 talent out here, but you never know, and you never know. There's all sorts of levels of softball out there, and a coach may see it, and you just never know. So let's get them seen. They deserve that, and we sure appreciate y'all for tuning in with us, and we'd hope that you would do that for us. I'm going to go to the Red Line Media page and see if there's any comments there, making sure I haven't missed anybody.
Here we go. Here, Lexi Carlisle will step up at the plate. Center fielder, number 17 for the Wildcats.
I think of Kelly Steed on our Red Line page. I think she's watched a few of our streams, She said it's a beautiful day for some softball. Go Comets. I like it. She's probably heard us say that a time or two. I love it. Thank you, Kelly, for tuning in. Really do appreciate the comment.
We won't be tickling the twine today, Kelly, but it is a beautiful day.
Oh, I love it. Gotta love it. Oh, goodness. Gina Warnock says, in Alton, go Lady Comets. Awesome. Got some more there. Thank you, Gina.
There she puts it in the strike zone, and it's 1-1. The count here at the top of the second inning.
Now, Gina, you're not one of those brave souls out there behind center field or left field, are you, right now? Because I don't know how you would see a pop fly coming to you or your car because they're looking directly into the sun right now.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I would not want to be there. You know, the
Brave.
threat of getting hit in the back of the head by one of them baseball players over there is enough.
Well, yeah.
Let alone to get hit in the front of the head as it's way up. Oh, my goodness. And it's going to get down for a base hit, and that is a huge hit potentially for the Wildcats there. Again, you can't get it all back at once, but that's a start. That's how you start.
Well, leadoff. You know, a lot of times you get that leadoff batter on, good things happen. We'll see how aggressive they get. They were very aggressive in that first inning, Austin, on the base pass. We'll see if they do the same thing here, and that's number 17. I like her number already. That was my number back in the day.
That ball went to heaven.
It was a rainmaker.
It was high.
There was a pot of gold in that rainbow, I promise you.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Gina Warnock says, no, laugh out loud. Okay, well, she's in the nice comfort of her climate-controlled house or work or wherever it may be. We hope we don't get her in trouble. She's at work. Low pitch. And I tell you, number 17 is really daring the catcher to make a throw down the first there. Getting a really good lead out there. You see her on your screen right there. She's timing it just right, and she's getting way out there. Nice piece of hitting.
And another base hit there. And they're going to send – ooh. And now we've got runners at the corners with no outs as Tabby Wortley thought she was going to run to second. Coach said, hold up a minute.
Not so fast, my friend. Pump those brakes a little bit now. Pump them. I tell you, good piece of hitting opposite field. I like that. And that shot the gap there. Good job by the Alton outfielders. They got to it in a hurry and got it in.
I'll tell you
quick.
what, though. I'm going to tell you, whenever it goes up like that, it's tough because all of these players really and truly are looking into the sun right now whenever they look up.
Yeah,
even in the infield.
Any pop-up right now is really tough, and you see the batter or the runner.
As Tabby Wortley's going to try to get down, and she's
out at second, but safe at home. Watch the instant replay.
She's out at second. They're safe at home. You're right.
Watch the instant replay at home. You be the judge here. Oh, so close. So close there, and I didn't get to play at home, but I think they did tack on a run there, though. You know, maybe a little bit better slide, gets under the tag there. Good job by the catcher for Alton. Give her credit, though.
Here, Tara Denton. Tara Denton at the plate.
Now, Austin, aren't you kin to one of these Summersville
softball
players?
My sister is actually on deck.
Very nice. Now, don't jinx her or anything.
Don't
give her a hard time if things don't work out.
I'm not.
I'm going to defend her today, so you don't.
If I'm going to throw shade at her, it'll be off.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that to her.
Okay, fair enough. Pitch outside. And hey,
full count here, and
I was going to say you're right. Full.
You don't take anything that's not right there. I think if you're Tara Denton here, you're trying to get on.
We'll see if it's close. I sure want her swinging, but we'll see what happens. Here comes the pitch.
Low, and she's going to take it. Well, hang on a minute. So the count on the board and the actual count
are not one and the same.
Are not the same, yeah.
That's okay. So maybe now it's 3-2. Either way, here comes the pitch, and the same results.
Yeah, it was. There we go. And Tara Denton's going to be on, and we got Kaylee Bradley. My little sister.
That's right.
At the plate. Here we go.
Austin taught her everything she knows.
I didn't teach her a dang thing. If she gets up here and strikes out and everybody says that I taught her everything she knows, you know how much crap I'm going to get for that? It was my dad. It was my dad. My dad taught her everything.
That's right. That's right. I'll tell you, our umpire is just about in the way. I think I'm going to get you this view right here, folks.
Here, 0-1, the count. And a ground ball. That could be a double play. It won't be. As Kaylee gets on, I taught her that. Taught her how to run.
Hey, and again, all these players so far, I've been watching them too, because that's one of my pet peeves, is when you hit a ground ball, it looks like a pretty easy out, and they slow down, they watch it. All these players are hitting the ball, and they're putting their head down and running. I like that.
Marissa Fisk, I believe, is who is up now. I think. Yes, Marissa Fisk, the leadoff batter. We're back to the top of the order for Summersville.
I was going to say, it looks like Marissa has some wheels now. I'd say she can probably scoot down that line. She's showing bunt. That one gets by the catcher, and that runner's going to advance to second.
Bradley will advance to second there. That looked more like a pass ball than anything.
Well, it's really hard to get a pass ball versus most of those are wild pitches. I couldn't see from my vantage point here, but it's an awful close pitch there too.
They're 1-1.
But if it ever goes 5-hole on you, it's going to be a pass ball. And if you get a glove on it without having to jump or dive, it's usually going to be a pass ball. But anything else is a wild
And
pitch.
a strike.
Oh,
And
be careful over
run
there. Yes.
Yeah.
Boy, Bradley was taking off, and then I think Coach put the brakes. She put the two hands up, and Bradley about fell coming back to second. It's a great job just staying on her feet there.
And a hit. Will it be fair? It's going to be. That's fair.
Just fair, too. I mean, just fair.
Oh.
Runner's thinking about going home.
She thought about it. Yeah. And she's going to get home now. Oh, stay there. She couldn't decide what she wanted to do. They kind of fumbled it around there for a minute, but ultimately both are safe. A nice hit there by Marissa Fisk. That's her second base hit. She's 2 for 2. An RBI there has sent Kaylee Bradley over the plate. Proud of her.
I tell you what, she homed that one just right in a spot that was a Bermuda Triangle nobody could get to, and it was fair somehow. That was an awesome piece of hitting there.
Here, Alyssa Pfeiffer. They're in the meat for their lineup. Marissa Fisk can't really decide what she wants to do. I think she may have been better there, maybe to just go.
I think Coach is wanting a throw from the catcher. I think she's wanting them to get far enough out to where there's a throw from the catcher.
Maybe an overthrow.
That's
or something.
she believes in enough speed there.
Marissa Fisk is fast. She's going to go. She's going to get down. She's safe. She steals third there.
When you said she was getting down, I thought she was going to slide because it looked like it was awful close, and she didn't. She stood right up.
That's what I was thinking. I said she's getting down because I'm going to tell my player get down right there. And who knows, Coach Ronsby might have, but she's a good coach, but maybe she's just like, I don't want to slide. I don't feel like it.
Some base runners really push the issue, and they almost antagonize you almost as a catcher. And sometimes you got to give them a little bit of your time, and sometimes you don't. When she's on third right now, I don't know that I would give her that much of my time. And now we've got runners on the corners.
Runners at the corners. They're off a dropped pitch. I can't talk. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And
blame it on the sun.
There we go.
We're blaming that for everything else.
And
we might as well.
Now all of a sudden, you've got runners at the corners, and I know there's 2 outs, but you've got your 2 quickest players on base.
Sure.
And your best hitter at the plate right now.
Melissa Warren says, let's go, Lady Comets. You got this. Love the engagement from Melissa. Thank you, Melissa. Hope you can share that feed for these girls if you don't mind for us. We'll see if they try to take second base here, number 15 on first for Summersville. Chopped foul back behind the plate.
Of course, like I said, your 2 fastest runners if you're Summersville are on base right now. And you got your best hitter at the plate. That's a good recipe. It's a really good recipe if you don't have 2 outs.
I think a ball in the gap here scores 2. I really do.
Ooh, that's going to be close. Not that close, and it's 4-7. Wildcats as Marissa Fisk crosses the plate. And Alyssa Pfeiffer advances to second. And Summersville's doing well on offense, but they got to take the momentum they're getting on offense, and whenever they get to the defensive end, they've got to produce.
Well, let's just think about this. They had 2 errors, maybe 3. 3, maybe 4 of those runs last inning was off of errors. I mean, if you take those away right now, they're in the lead by 1, maybe 2.
And a hit. Is it going to get down? It's going to get down, and it may.
Going to be a play at second here.
She's safe. I believe she's safe.
Drop the ball for sure. We'll watch the instant replay here. Good piece of hitting, good base running by Summersville.
And the Summersville faithful in the dugout, excited. They're back in this game.
Now, if you don't drop the ball there at second as you watch the instant replay,
Yeah.
she probably is out. But she was trying to get a quick tag. She got that ball as soon as she did. She she went down with it, and sometimes you don't have the full grasp on it. See the player on second base here, and I don't have the roster for them. I apologize, number 23. But
number 23 on base is Taylor Duncan at second.
Duncan, okay.
She's the catcher. That was a nice pitch. Oh, my goodness, that was a good pitch.
That was right there. Now I'm going to tell you something. And had a little umph on it, if you will.
Yes.
The glove sounded a lot louder.
Yeah,
a lot louder than normal.
And she will go down swinging on strikes there at 7-5. They've chipped away. Now they've got to, like I said, now they've got to go produce on defense.
This is a fun game so
this
far.
This has
also.
been a fun game.
Yeah.
It's a really fun game if you like offense.
That's right. 7-5, and we're not even through 2 yet. And big thank you to Clary Funeral Home, LLC, Alton Bank, Shepherd's View Assisted Living, West Plains Savings and Loan. Thank you guys all for being sponsors this year with us, and it means a lot to us. So thank you very much for that. I'm going to go over to YouTube, make sure there's no one over there that's
feeling left out.
Well, we've got some watchers, but no one's chatting over there. They may be on their smart TV. Can you chat when you're on your smart TV? I don't know if you can do that or not.
No.
Maybe that's what it is then.
Well, I shouldn't say you can't. You can, but it's extremely complicated.
Gotcha. Going back to the Red Line page, got a few of y'all on there, but no new comments there. So we'll go back to the Alton Sports Network Facebook page, and that's where we'll stay for the time being. Several people have commented today. We appreciate y'all for doing that. Hopefully we're bringing a good production to you. I know we only have 3 cameras and 2 people, but hopefully it's a good production. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Summersville, Alton, I mean, not too many miles to separate these 2 schools, and I imagine kids probably know each other fairly well, if I had to guess. And they see each other in other sports, obviously, basketball. And
they're small enough schools where they see each other in every sport.
Yeah.
You go to up there, places like Ozark and Kickapoo and Nixa and places like that, most of the time they just play basketball or they just play baseball. It's not that way here. You play both.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes these, even not just Summersville and Alton, but Alton and Couch or Summersville and Mountain View. You don't just see these kids one time a year. You see these kids 4, 5, 6 times a year.
Yeah.
For the ones that play, for the girls that play volleyball, basketball, and softball, they see each other, sometimes up to 8 times a year.
Well, and that's a good point. And, of course, if you play off season, I mean, you get to know these players.
That's a big hit. And missed there by the left fielder, Leslie Grammer. That's the second one right there that she's really needed to have, and she's dropped.
Well, I'll tell you, the first pitch was really high. And it's so hard to lay off those high pitches for any player, boy or girl. And that one was a little bit more down. And I'll tell you what, she made her pay for that right in the wheelhouse, and she hit it hard out to left field. And now you got a runner in scoring position with no outs here, and that's the leadoff runner. That's what you want to see if you're Alton. And their motto, hustle, hit, never quit. Well, right there, that ball looked like it was going to be out, and the runner just kept going. She got the second on it. Another high fly ball.
And it's caught.
That one's caught. See if there's a throw at second. There is. She gets it in pretty quick. Good job. 1 down, though. Melissa Warren says, I am on Red Line as well on the 80-inch. Very nice. Watching it on the big screen now. Let me tell you something. That's big time. I know where we're having the Super Bowl party at next year. That's at Melissa's house. My goodness. That's a big, big TV. I got you on the wrong camera, guys. I apologize.
And a play at first base. They're a 1-3 punch.
Watch this instant replay. Look how many cameras. I frantically started switching cameras left and right. I kind of got behind, and I apologize. Luckily, we barely got it there. I was yapping.
The runner does advance to third. I almost bought a 75-inch last week and opted not to, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. I'm not going to lie to you.
Good job at play at the plate there. Maybe an awkward slide, but she got it and scores.
Yeah, 8-5. Kind of glad I didn't. I have a 50-inch, and I'm going to tell you what, it's almost too big for my living room.
Well, that's another thing, too. We've got a fireplace in ours, and above it you can only go so big. And I don't know what ours is. It's either
a 50's plenty big for me, too.
But 80's awesome.
Hit her in the foot.
Did it really? Let's watch it again. Let's watch that one.
Hit her in the foot. Hey, I caught that. through the fence. Proud of myself.
Well, I was watching the baseball game. Nice job. That was a nice little kick, just a little ole, 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 ole. Melissa's laughing out loud Hey, we're not joking now. We're serious. Play it second. Going to steal, and she kicks the softball. That's going to help her out. She gets the assist if she gets a third, and she does.
Yeah, that throw, I don't think she kicked it. I think it hit her.
Well,
I
I know, but whenever she slid, it's almost like she kicked that thing out to left center, and it just worked out for Alton. You see her getting a third.
Yeah, that helped her. She kicked that ball. It's not kickball, it's softball.
We've seen a couple of them already, though.
There we go. And just a grounder straight to the first baseman.
But
For three outs.
They did score one in that inning, though, bringing the total to 8, and it's 8-5 after 2 innings. And
as opposed to 7. You know, that's Summersville is looking better than they were in the first.
Totally agree.
In the first inning.
Clary Funeral Home, LLC. How about them? Family owned and operated since 1948. We appreciate them for jumping on board. Tom Clary and the wonderful family there. 3 locations, Alton, Mammoth Springs, Thayer. Get hold of them at 417-778-7221. Alton Bank, a bank worth changing for. Get a hold of them at 417-778-7211. We appreciate all the fine folks there. Member FDIC. Shepherd's View Assisted Living. 417-778-7959. Level 2 assisted living for seniors. They do a great job over there, and so many things that they offer those fine folks that are living there, and I love that. 417-778-7959. And the last one here, West Plains Savings and Loan. Get a hold of them. Again, your area banker, 417-256-3042. Member FDIC. We sure do.
If I'm not mistaken, we will start with the same hitter for Summersville that we did here in the top of the third that we did in the top of the second.
A lot of offense, man. I tell you. This is fun, though, man. It's really fun. Now, we'll see if these pitchers start to settle in a little bit. You know, see if they start to settle in a little bit. See if the defense is behind them kind of settle in. They've seen a few of these pop flies in the sun now. They know how to battle it now a little bit. Maybe they're a little bit more prepared for it. I would love some sunflower seeds. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Sent Austin on a little bit of a run for us earlier.
Gatorade?
I need a new Gatorade, too. Thank you. He came back with a Gatorade and some sunflower seeds. Man, if it's baseball or softball time, you've got to be spitting some seeds. Go together like liquor and gambling.
Oh, man. I don't know that that's what I'd say on a high school softball broadcast.
Hey, it is what it is. I think everyone who's ever done it knows it. So it is what it is.
That's awesome.
Pitch and kind of blew it by their late swing.
Liquor and gambling.
I tell you what, is that Warren pitching? Man, she can really change up her speeds. Man, when she really wants to get it there fast, she can get it there in a hurry. Little off-speed pitch there. It's going to be a 1-1 count.
She puts it up in the air. That's going to be a foul ball, looks like to me. I don't know.
Ooh, awful close over in left
foul
field. We do not have a camera that can really see that far over there, unfortunately, but definitely very, very close.
Yes, this is Jenna Havens. We are in the same spot that we started at last time.
Very good. Very good. Hannah Wigger's watching with us, too. Appreciate you, Hannah, for jumping on board with us as I'm struggling to get my sunflower seeds open here. I'll eventually conquer this. Nice pitch there.
Yes, nice pitch. She'll go down on 3 strikes there.
That's one of those good morning, good evening, good night right there. She really attacked her there. Didn't really try to pitch around her or anything. I mean, she went right at her and won that battle.
Lexi Carlisle at the plate. She was the one that got it started for the Wildcats last time up. Ended up being a 4-run inning.
I could sure use a little jump start right now, a little defibrillator here. Keep them going as they trail by 3 runs.
Strike called, 1-1. Whoa, way up there. Left that way up there. There, 2-2 the count.
That's a good pitch right there at the knees. Man, it's just right at the edge of that strike zone, but she got it. Good location. Not much wind here. Outfielders playing about normal depth.
And she will go down swinging there for strike 3 as Tabby Wortley will go to the plate.
Tell you what did we say last inning? I said sometimes you just got to make contact and put it in play and good things happen. Well, so far this inning, Summersville has struggled to do that.
Spoke too soon. Well, maybe.
Got it. Let's watch the instant replay on that one.
They put it in play.
Definitely did. Good play by the shortstop there. 6-3 on the putout. Good stretch by the first baseman as well, and I believe that's Sharp. Sharp stretch there by Sharp, and just like that, I'm going to go to the bottom half of the third inning.
That's the first inning of the first half of the inning. Half inning of the game without
nobody
a hit.
scored. Yeah, nobody scored and no hit either. So good job. Like I said, maybe these pitchers are settling in now. Alton only scored 1 the last inning. Summersville 0 this inning. Maybe these pitchers are settling down a little bit, and I'm trying to see down there which the scoreboard's on the other side. I can't see the score of the baseball game. I was trying to get you the score of the baseball game there, but I can't really see it from here, so that won't do us any good. I think the junior high lady comments are out there in the batting cage getting ready. Did I understand that right, Austin, that behind this game will be a junior high game?
I believe so.
Believe so. Very good. Very good. Good hospitality here. Everyone's been nice to us. We sure appreciate that. Several people came out today on this beautiful day to watch this game. We may have more in the outfield than we do up here behind home plate. Kind of a unique way it's located. You really can't drive up from behind home plate. One of the few places I've ever seen where behind home plate is essentially inhabitable as far as walking, driving, anything.
Save your cars, though.
That is for sure. That is definitely for sure. Might lose some softballs back here, though, in the forest back there in the woods, but definitely will save some car windshields. And the dent repair guy in town probably isn't very happy, but either way. Melissa Warren says, yes, it will be my other niece. Very good. Very good. Peyton Teft on with us as well. Melissa's been very engaging with us. We appreciate that. There's the first pitch. I tell you, this pitcher for Summersville has really worked different areas of that mound to try to get the right feel and the right release point. And you got to give her credit for trying something different when something else isn't working. And that last inning, I thought she did a pretty good job. Only give up 1 run that last inning. It's an Alton team that's had pretty hot bats. Wind blowing out to center right just a little bit, maybe 5 mile an hour tops. Probably ain't going to affect the pop fly too much.
Here, she got hit in the foot there, I believe, too.
Low pitch in the dirt, and you got a runner on. That's your leadoff runner. That's what you want. And that's number 24, Evan Montgomery. And I tell you what, she's got some wheels now. Keep an eye on her, especially if this is a pitch in the dirt or a pitch that the catcher has to reach for in any way, shape, or form. They're going 1 with this. Going back to 3 here. Both runners are safe. Play at second's going to be out, but they're going to score a run at home, though, because of that. And you tack on 1 more for Twin Rivers. They did get an out of that. It's kind of a frantic little play there, Austin.
Yeah, they didn't seem to know where they were going on either side there.
But the speed of Montgomery will do that to you, though, and that's the thing. When you walk off that lead, or you walk that leadoff runner, that could happen, and it did.
And it gets through.
Bobbled. I thought Sharp was going to keep going there for a second.
Probably should have, honestly, if we're being truthful about it.
It'd been awful close either way, for sure. That little bit of bobble sometimes makes the difference. It's funny. Softball's a game of inches. You just never know. That little bobble could have meant everything. The umpires are on our way there, so we'll go back to this view. Sharp's got those long legs. She took 2 little bounce steps out there, and she was about 6 foot away from the bag.
They're 0-2 the count for the Wildcats.
exciting game so far here in Alton, Missouri. And she's going for it. That's Sharp. The throw a little late. Safe. Good tag. We'll watch the instant replay here. That was awful close. Good throw. Good job there by Summersville attacking that softball, getting to it, and then trying to make the tag. I like that, not waiting for it to get to you. Sharp's at second base now. 2 down. Check swing. I think she went. Ball in the dirt. They're going to throw it to third. Sharp's going to go back to second. 0-1 count here. Again, 2 outs. Bottom half of third inning. Alton looking to try to squeeze in another run. DeWine, she kicks, fires. In for a strike.
0-2. 0-2 there. Marissa's starting to throw strikes.
Agree. Totally agree. She's really settled in, I think. And both pitchers, honestly, the last inning and a half or so have really settled in, it seems like. And I know she gave up that leadoff walk, but you take that away, and, man, done a really good job. And give that catcher some credit, too. Got a good arm on her, and she's helped make a play in this inning already. 1-2 count here. From the rubber, the wine. She fires, deals. What do we have here? Strikeout behind the catcher, out at first. Good job.
According to the scoreboard, that's the third out.
It is the third out.
Now.
And we're going to go to the fourth inning as well. And, guys, I'm going to go off the headset here for just a second.
Summersville have a substitution here in the lineup for Haley Mitchell's going to be at the plate. I'm not real sure who for. Tara Denton. I know that it's for Tara Denton. Tara Denton is who it's for. You're not on the headset. I'm just talking to air right now. Do we have a... Do we have a... No, I can't see, but I believe we have a pitching change. No, we don't. I couldn't see there, but I thought just maybe for a second we might have had a pitching change on the Comets side there. However, we don't. I'm just seeing things. Here 9-5. In the top of the fourth inning. You know, the game started out kind of moving kind of slowly, and it's sped up now. Andy's eating sunflower seeds, in case you're wondering where he ran off to. Everybody likes a little baseball or softball game snack. Here as Haley Mitchell will step to the plate for the Summersville Wildcats in a 9-5 game. And that was a low strike there. And a hit. It's going to be a close one, but it's going to be out. There, a nice play by the shortstop to really get that ball, hustle, get it to first base. As you saw there on the instant replay, as Kaylee Bradley will step up for her second at-bat of the game.
Heck of a job there, and great stretch by Sharp as well, and bang,
Whoa.
play.
And it's a fly ball right into the second baseman's hands there on the first pitch of the at-bat.
Just like that, 2 outs here in this inning. Dakota Richard, Blake Mathis, Deborah Bowman,
We are
Dakota
back
Richard.
to the top of the order now.
Sherry Inks also on with us. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. Let us know where you're tuning in from if you don't mind.
We're here at the top of the order with number 12, the pitcher, Marissa Fisk. She's gotten on base twice. Will she do it a third time? We're going to see as that ball's left high.
Marissa's packed her lunch, and she's packing a punch today. Man,
That one a little low, and it's a 2-0 count.
yeah, that one shook our backstop camera there pretty good. That ball's coming in pretty quick. If that one hits you in the ankle there on the bone, that's going to hurt. See if Summersville can get a 2-out rally going here.
And it's going to be close. She's through. She's going to second. Will she get there? She will. Whoa. She's running to third. She's down, and she is safe.
Wow.
She turned that into a triple.
Holy hay bells. Look at the wheels on this.
You found it. You figured out a way to use it.
My goodness.
That's wild.
The key there is she kept pushing the issue. She was so aggressive. And, the old adage is you don't make the first or third out at third, but she about did there. But either way, give her credit because she got there.
And she got under it, too. That was
My goodness.
perfect timing. Here's Alyssa Pfeiffer. If you're Alyssa Pfeiffer, you want to get on base and get her in.
Marissa maybe it'll make her own run here. Maybe it'll manufacture it just by trying to induce a throw from the catcher here by getting off so far.
There, that ate the dirt.
Good stop back here. But would it be a wall? Lady comment back here. Sherry Inks says, go Lady Comets. Thank you, Sherry. Jason Hamilton on with us as well.
There's a swing and strike.
Good swing there. She's not getting cheated on her swing by any means. It looked like she was just a little bit behind that one. Austin, just a little bit behind it. Base hit definitely scores for sure. Most of your runners from third, but especially Marissa. And she goes down swinging. Great pitch there.
And
Put away pitch.
She will leave her stranded on third here. And
Tell you, Warren has really settled down on that mound and has done a fantastic job of late. Give her credit.
the beef part of the lineup for Summersville coming up next inning here as we prepare for the bottom of the fourth here in Alton. Summersville versus Alton. Alton leads at 9-5. In a game that started out full offense, and now it's kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen as these pitchers settle down a little bit. And I'm going to move over here to this camera and try to run it while I do this, too. I don't know if I'll be able to do all this at once, but we're going to try to make it work.
Here we go as we prepare for the bottom of the fourth inning. It's 9-5 in favor of the Alton Comets. Like I've said a few times, started out very, very heavy on the offensive end. It's kind of slowed down the past two innings. Will we see that trend, or are we going to see some hot bats coming up for either team?
We shall see here very, very soon.
Here, 2-0 the count. Two 1 the count now. If I can find somebody coming from over there, I'm going to try to get an update on the baseball game.
a good idea there, Austin.
Maybe. Oh, I have a buddy. That's over there. He drove the bus here for us. I'll just send him a message. And a foul tip there. Caught out by catcher Taylor Duncan.
Yeah, none of our cameras could catch that, where that ball was hit, and we apologize. But she did catch it, though. I will say that.
Their foul tip back. 0-1 count.
I want you to see how far out these outfielders are right now. I mean, they are deep. Now she's coming in a little bit.
And a strike there for Marissa Fisk there. The count, I believe, is 1-2. 1-2. Tutu with a left-handed batter up there.
Southpaw.
Foul tipped here as she's battling in there. She's battling in there with her.
You see the defensive alignment here. Infield's about normal, maybe shading a little bit to the right. Outfield is pretty deep if you ask me. That ball's fouled off.
The center fielder is way back. The left field isn't too terribly far back. I can't see right field from my vantage point.
Yeah, we'll get right field on your screen right here so you can just kind of see the differences in depth.
As she hit her.
It's one of those where you don't rub it if you're number 4 there. Good job by wearing it. What are they saying now? She was out of the batter's box, they're saying.
Yeah, she was inside there, too far inside toward the plate. So is she out, or is the count just?
I don't know if that's kind of one of those redos or what that is. I really don't know how that's going to work, but it looks like she's back up to bat, though. So
she's not out.
Maybe it just counts as a strike there.
No. She's out at first there from a ground ball hit right to Marissa Fisk. Throws it over to Tabby Wortley at the first. Summersville has 2 outs, and they've kind of started to turn it on the defensive end.
They really have.
If you're Coach Ronsby, you have to like that. You have to like that they're starting to turn it on the defensive end.
Totally agree with you, Austin.
And a ground ball to Marissa Fisk. 1-3. That's the 3rd time. It's almost becoming rotation now. Or routine, I mean.
If you will, yeah.
It's almost becoming routine. It's 9-5. If you're Summersville, you got the beefier lineup coming up. We're trying to get some hits, and we're trying to get some runs.
It's a great job by both these teams defensively.
Here at the top of the 5th inning between Summersville and Alton here.
Trying to look across there to try to see a little bit of the baseball game, but even if I zoom down, there's no way I can get any of that game. I'd love to get it for you, but I can see a little bit of center, a little bit of center and right field, the players, but that's about it.
I texted my friend, but he hasn't answered yet. So
yeah,
as soon as he sees it, I'm sure he'll get right back to me.
In fact, we'll zoom out a little bit here, and I'll see if we can get something over there. I believe that's the center fielder for Summersville out there. And your screen. No, it's the right fielder. I do apologize. Your center fielder is right there. So we can see a little bit of the outfield. Just not enough to get anything for you there, so we apologize.
Now, if you're at the Summersville Alton baseball game and you happen to be watching here on your phone or tablet or whatever device you have with you, if you want to comment that in our Facebook Facebook comment section, that would be great so we can get it out to the ones that aren't
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah,
able to watch it.
It's a great idea there, Austin. Good call, my man. Good call.
Puts it down just a little low as a 1-0 count. Oh, my goodness. That ball was crushed. It was a ground ball, but that was hit hard.
Yes, it was.
That ball, she can hit the ball. Let me tell you, we've seen that time and again, throughout this season, Taylor Duncan can hit the softball.
She's on first now, and leadoff hit. Hey, we talk about that all the time, how important that is. And
if you're Summersville, you need to be aggressive on offense. Right now, you need to be aggressive with your bat. Trying to get back in this game. Your defense is starting to kind of back you up. Now you gotta have offensive production.
Totally agree.
Emma Havens up to bat. She rolled that one to her.
That was a 7-10 split there, and almost got it. Almost picked up the spare.
Her strike right down the middle there. Those are odd little pitch sequences. She gets down, and this might be a double play. It will not.
No throw to first there. We were waiting on that, but no throw to first.
Here, Jenna Havens up to bat. I'm going to check the Facebook comment section, see if we've gotten anybody. See if we've maybe gotten anybody to comment this video, to comment the score.
Yeah, we definitely love to know that if anybody has a...
We do not on the Alton Sports Network page.
Okay. Not too big of a deal.
Hey, Jennifer, where are you going over there? Can you send me the score?
0-1 count, 1 down. We are in the 5th inning here at the Crater. Side of Impact here in Comet Country. This is Alton Sports Network Live.
Okay. The last score update we have is it's 3-8. It's 3-8 in favor of the Alton Comets over there on the baseball field.
Very good.
I will be getting an update here pretty shortly, though, from a parent who's got both kids who's kind of running back and forth.
That's awesome. That might be a good time to be right there in the middle in the outfield like some of those cars are.
2 sacrifices really right there in a row for Summersville. You get somebody on, but kind of at what price?
Yeah, it's true, too, That really is.
That one's belted out there. She drops it. And Summersville will score, make it 6-9. This is going to be a close one at third. Oh, she's not even going to try for third. It's 6-9, and Summersville needed a run right there in the worst way as Haley Mitchell. No, that wasn't Haley Mitchell that come in there. Emma Havens, will cross the plate. This will be Tabby Wortley. She's had an active bat, just not been able to get on. She loud outs, I guess you could call them.
Loud outs. Love that terminology. Warren sits.
There, that one is low too. Is Haley Mitchell awaits on deck as she prepares to go up there and try to get a hit. Knock some runs in.
Good job laying off that. The pitch before, she needed a sand wedge to hit it, and that one she laid off of it. It's a good job there. Very disciplined after that last pitch.
And a hit down the first base line and just kind of lobs it over there for the out. And Summersville trails 6-9. They trail 6-9. Excuse that burp. I didn't see that coming. It is 9-6 here at the bottom of the fifth inning as Marissa Fisk is going to head back out to take her fifth inning of pitches. We'll see if she tries to go the distance or see if maybe we'll see a pitching change for the Wildcats soon.
Yeah, you see the American flag at the top right hand of your screen blowing out just a little bit. The wind has picked up just a little bit. That flag was not waving back and forth like that earlier, so the wind has picked up a little bit, blowing more towards right center, right field. So we'll see if that changes anything for these outfielders if a ball gets up in the air. Amanda Larson watching with us, Gina Warnock, Dakota Rackert watching with us, or Richard, I apologize either way, Rose Cisco, Kelly Orr, several of y'all on. Jackie Clay, let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know who you're cheering for if you don't mind, guys. We sure would appreciate that. Marissa starts off well here for Summersville. The outfield is now moving in, it looks like, out there. You see them moving in a little bit as Coach was hollering out there for them. Nice pitch right there. Good swing, too. Good cut. Just essentially blew it right by her. Close play there at first, but can't hang on to the soft ball. We hope Marissa's okay.
Yeah, she got hit in the ankle there with that pitch.
Trying to zoom in on her.
She got hit in the ankle there by that hit. That hurts, you know.
Yeah, I can't even imagine it. You could actually hear a little bit of that, honestly. You could hear a little pop almost, if you will. We'll hate that for the kid. Man. Very quiet here in Alton right now. They're actually going to check her, maybe her knee. Rolling the socks down now. As you can hear Mr. Austin chewing on some goldfish there. Again, Marissa.
I'm hungry. Leave me alone.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that at all. We're trying to see if we can see a bruise. I don't know if you can see that on the monitor there or not, Austin, but
I can't.
that's Marissa, the pitcher.
She's going to try to walk it off here.
Yeah, she's going to walk all the way around the diamond here, but
Got to take her time. I'm going to step off the monitor or the headset, and I'm going to eat some more goldfish so that you don't have to listen to me chew.
I really hope Marissa's okay. Again, just took one off the leg. We're not sure where, if it was the ankle, shin, knee. I was on a camera over here. Let's see if she's holding something here. Maybe we can kind of tell. We're kind of in a bad spot here to see this, so maybe we'll go to a different camera view for you. Maybe you can see it a little bit better. Really not sure. This is really a tough way to go out if you're the starting pitcher here for Summersville. I mean, this is your team has gotten back in this game within 3, and she's going to jog it off here and take her time. All the way out here in the outfield, I don't blame her. She doesn't look comfortable there as she's jogging off. I'll just be honest with you. She goes back and tells Coach, Coach, I'm good. I got this. Got this.
What I think right now is what I think you just saw right there is trying to keep it loose. Right, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Alton's coach comes over here with something.
Looks like maybe some like biofreeze type stuff.
Yeah. That was nice of him to hey, it says we over me, I tell you. I like that. That was Extremely nice. Good sportsmanship there by the Alton coach. We're going to see how she looks here on these wind-ups. Again, that's her bottom half that you probably want to watch right now to see kind of if she's stepping gingerly on either one of those feet.
Again, what you saw right there with her running out kind of in the outfield, I think what that was not letting it tighten up while she was trying to get her bearings back, because if you tighten up, then it's going to be really hard to pitch, coming out of that windup.
That's her just to the right up there on the window. Matter of fact, we may keep you there just to zoom in on her feet to see if you notice anything different from this pitch. There goes the runner to second. Good job. Good piece of running there by Alton.
Way to get there and not let that get out in the outfield by Bradley there at shortstop, really backing up second base. And I'm not just saying that because she's my sister.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. It's the little things like that mean so much and that add up after a while. And you're right. She did a great job there. I agree.
Our ground ball, we will see. It's going to be close.
Very close. As a matter of fact, let's watch the instant replay on that one, folks. That was extremely close.
I'm curious to see this. Here we go. Ooh.
That was really – the umpires are going to hate us after this is over, but very, very close.
You be the judge, but I disagree.
Runners at first and second now. No outs. And I haven't been paying much attention pitcher-wise, but is she looking okay, looking the same there?
It's up. She's out.
Infield fly it should be, and I think it was. Good call by the umpire there.
She would have been out anyway, regardless.
Yeah.
There is the second baseman.
Sure. Made that catch with the sun in her eyes.
Yes, Ashlyn Heine in the game there at second base. Freshman from Summersville.
Really thought the runner at first there was going to scoot there, but she got pretty far out there and then decided to come back with it.
Well, when you have a runner on second and everything changes because then it turns to, if what happens if I get there and we're both at second.
Yeah, that's not good, yeah.
Somebody's out somewhere.
But it's almost like she didn't realize there was someone at second there for a second, though.
They're at 1 and 2 off a foul ball down the third baseline.
Way
foul.
down there.
Yeah. Almost went to Birch Tree, rolled so far.
It really did. It's almost like it was downhill a little bit from there.
Well, it is a little downhill. I went to South Iron one time, and I gotta tell you what, on the opposite side of their fence is like a sinkhole down there. It's like it just drops off. It's like a cliff.
It's a crater almost.
Yeah.
The nickname for this place, yeah.
Yeah, that's an actual crater.
Nice pitch, Marissa.
There's a strikeout.
I think all the talk about her foot, I think we can just put that to bed. That was a heck of a series there on that batter for sure, and she looked awful good that time.
Sometimes it's moments like that you need to just lock in. You need something like that to happen for you to be like, all right, time to
pony up.
Yep. And also keep in mind, both of these pitchers, Marissa and Warren for Alton, they've pitched 5 innings now. They've pitched 5 innings worth of softball, so that's not easy.
2 down. See if Summersville can get it out of this inning.
Ooh. There it is, and now if you're Summersville, you got to hit. It's kind of been that way. Their defense has been there the past few innings, but they got to hit.
That's right.
They've got to be aggressive with the bats, and they got to get runs in if they're going to have a chance to get back and win this game. And we're at the top of the 6th inning. They have a chance.
They certainly do.
But they have to be aggressive with the bats right here. You have to be kind of impressed, honestly, and I'm from Summersville. I don't want to come off as too biased. Don't get me wrong. You have to be impressed with the fight. They got down 7-1 at the end of the first inning and kind of looked dead in the water, and they fought back to really make this a game.
I totally agree. Could not agree more. Warren has been very good at times, and then at times Summersville has done a great job of getting to her. We'll see if Warren can get out here and really shut this thing down for Alton. Her defense has done a good job behind her for sure, especially at shortstop, it seems like. Shortstop and first base for sure. They've done a great job out there. And
here's Summersville. Who does Summersville have up? I'm trying to think of who Summersville has up. If I can see a number here, it's going to be, looks like Haley Mitchell in the 8 spot. So they have the 8, 9, and the 1. Marissa Fisk will also hit in this inning. So no time to lick your wounds. You got to get up there and you got to hit the softball.
That's absolutely right. It's now or never, I tell you. I believe it's 7 innings. I assume Missouri's the same as Arkansas anyways.
It is. Okay. It's a 7-inning game.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's now, man. You don't want to get down to that last inning and have a couple of fluke at bats or whatever and things don't work out. You want to get it now.
Here we go.
There's the old throw down. Good throw. Good tag. And Alton is ready. They are ready with a 3-point lead here at home, trying to defend the home
field.
Yes, home field here. See Sharp there at first base. Well, she's done a great job today.
Warren has also done a good job pitching on the mound today.
Yeah.
Alton's defense has been good. Summersville's defense has been good. This has been a good softball game.
It really has. Montgomery has been really good over there at shortstop, and she's number 24.
That one's just a wee bit low there, 1-0.
You see Montgomery there in your screen.
I'm going to actually scoot over. I can see better.
There you go. Go right ahead, bud.
In your seat.
Go right ahead.
And it's up, way up, and dropped. And she's going to try to turn this into a double. I can see perfect right here.
Good.
So I may not even need to monitor that too terribly much.
Well, good.
Here in the 6th inning.
Tell you what, good start for Summersville. Just like that, and you got a leadoff double. That's exactly what the doctor ordered right there for sure.
Yes, it is. As Kaylee Bradley is up at bat. And a bunt. She lays down a bunt, and she's going to get there.
She certainly is.
Good job,
hustle.
Kaylee.
Good hustle by number 13.
I can cheer for my sister that a lot.
Oh, it's totally fine here. I know, listen, we're Alton Sports Network, but at the same time, a good play deserves talking about, and that's what we're going to do. Just like these Alton Lady Comets have had several good plays today. Bradley, their number 13 in your screen, did a great job there.
Oh, my gosh. She almost dropped that there, and oh, man.
Play at second there. Ooh. Very close. Great job by the right fielder there by Alton. That's number 21 on your screen right there.
That's a good hit there by Fisk, too, though. Good play there. The right fielder by Alton. Good hit.
Tell you what, she don't even have shades on out there and did a great job there.
Gotta get my lineup back. Back in front of me. And
going to be close, and she is going to be out. Runner did advance to third over there, though.
We have runners at second and third now with 2 outs. And Taylor Duncan at the plate. She needs a big hit more than ever right now.
Yeah, biggest thing right now, like you said, 2 outs on that scoreboard, and this is huge at bat.
She needs a hard ground ball, just like she had that last at bat. Drive 2 runs in, then it's 8-9, and you never know.
Again, wind not playing a big factor, but it has picked up, as you see right there.
That's a good pitch. Holy smokes!
That was a very good pitch by Warren. My goodness, she's maybe she's locked back in here.
The score of the baseball game over there, 12-5 in favor of your Alton Comets. Oh. 1-1.
Second base there, and that's your sister. Boy, she got Bradley. We're keeping an eye on her out there. She got way out there. Again, a runner ahead of her, though.
They're also low. Man, she is
getting about almost halfway.
Yeah, well, the time before she was halfway. I promise you she was. Matter of fact, we'll keep it right here on this camera view just so maybe you can kind of see that.
Ooh, hard ground ball. We'll see if it gets through.
Got her. Good job. But number 23 there again. Alton does a good job of getting out of that inning. Hey, early damage done. You thought they were going to get a run out of it, and they did not. Give Warren and Montgomery and Sharp credit there. And the right fielder, who was the right fielder? I don't even have the roster here when I'm over here working the camera too, but she did a great job.
The right fielder's Conrad is her name.
Conrad, man, that was a great catch in the sun with no shades.
Here we go now for Summersville.
Rose Cisco's on with us. Thank you, Rose, for tuning in. Lakin Heck is on with us as well. Andy Trantham on with us. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let us know where you're tuning in from if you don't mind, guys, and share that feed.
If you're Summersville, you have to hold them. If you're Alton, you want to score some insurance runs.
Without a doubt. Go to the red line.
Here, coming up, we will have Emma Havens, Jenna Havens, and Lexi Carlisle. Lexi's had a couple pretty big hits in this game coming up for Summersville. Here for Alton. Ooh, I can't see.
Melissa Warren says, great job, girls. Melissa's still in there with us, and we appreciate it. Going to go to YouTube now, see if there's any comments over there. We've got people tuned in over on YouTube, but don't have any comments yet. That's okay. Gail Aerosmith's on with us. Thanks for tuning in, Gail. We appreciate that. And we got Debbie Wills, I'm sorry, and Jo Beth Thomas Montgomery on with us as well. Here we go. Bottom half here of the
way
sixth
up
inning.
And caught by the second base woman, I should say. Second base woman. There, Ashlyn Heine gets under it.
Is that how you do that instead of second baseman? Second base woman?
Maybe.
Second base gal. How's that?
That's, I mean, a little easier to say, I guess.
She did a great job there for sure, shading the sun and making that happen for the first out.
Ooh. There's a strike thrown.
Look at center field out here. Look how deep center field is playing right now. Very, very, very deep. The wine fires. Dills strikes her out. Good job there by Marissa. That ankle or whatever it was must not be hurting her now. Nice job of the pitcher. Good stretch. And the out. Fantastic job there. And just like that, we're going
to the seventh, or to
that's right.
To the seventh inning. If you're Summersville, you got to hit the ball. Your defense has done it for you. Now you have to have offense. And it's funny because we were saying the opposite earlier.
That is true. That is very true. It's coming down to it, guys. Coming down to it here at the Crater in Alton, Missouri.
Again, last update we had, 12-5 is your score over there at the baseball game, 9-6 here. Top of the seventh, Emma Havens. The 4-5-6 is who they have up, who Summersville has up, Emma Havens, Jenna Havens, and Lexi Carlisle.
Junior high players are out there getting ready for the game next. Junior high game. Not sure what we'll do there, if we're going to be able to stay or not. Depends on my home life and what's going on at home tonight, if I'll be able to stay. But we shall see. I got to go all the way to Corning. Is that my phone or your phone?
It's my phone.
Okay.
It's my cousin. He's blowing it up. I'm about to call his mom.
Okay. But got to go all the way to Corning and set up for our senior day. Tomorrow I'll be at work and won't be able to be there, so I'm going to go set up all this equipment that we've got right here and go set it up at Corning for for tomorrow, so I've got a long night ahead of me, which is fine. It's part of it. Here we go. 7th inning. Can Alton close the door and escape with a victory here? Can those Summersville ladies get this thing done and send us to the bottom of the 7th? We shall see. Outfield kind of playing shallow for Alton. About normal depth now as they're backing up. As soon as I say that, they start backing up. Does the outfield.
0-1 there. She foul-tipped that off. She foul-tipped that off, too.
Tell you, those high pitches are so hard to lay off of at any age, any level. And
that's going to go the opposite direction most likely there if she gets a hold of it.
Yeah, a little late on the swing, so you're right. She's
Oh,
not late on that one, though. Good catch out there. Fantastic job.
That's a good hit. That's a good hit.
Good hit, good catch. You watch the instant replay here. Center fielder called her off.
I thought they were going to run into each other
I
for
did
a second.
too. Yeah, you see the instant
That would have been almost a travesty had she, you know what I mean?
Yep, I totally agree. That's one down. You just got 2 more to go if you're Warren and company.
If you're, she gives it right. Oh, she dropped it. She's on, and she's
Safe.
on.
Great job. Good hustle there by number 22.
Lexi Carlisle. She's had some big hits this game. You need one more right here.
And they need it bad here. And tell you what, if you're Alton, how about a 6-4-3 double play to end this thing?
Oh, she's showing bunt.
I thought she was going. Oh, she gets halfway and decides against it. They're going to throw it first. It's awful close. Oh, they're going to say she's out. Holy hay bells. What a bad break there.
I want
the replay right
the
now.
replay of that.
We're getting the replay as we speak.
That's a bad call.
Well, it's awful close either way. Awful close either way. And credit Alton there with a great defense. She got halfway out there, and boy, she got no man's land, if you will.
Headache.
That's going to go down the hill there, as you see.
They need a 2-out rally now. Here is. Here, 2. They're down to their final strike, Summersville is.
See if Warren can close this deal out for the Lady Comets. Up 3. 2 outs. 2 strikes.
Interesting. Ball game.
Right back to her. Congratulations to the Alton Lady Comets. They defend their home field out here in Alton at the Crater. Great job by them, 9-6. What an exciting game that was from start to finish. The pitching kind of settled in there at the end for both teams. And those Lady Comets come home victorious. Great effort there. And I tell you, there's so many things you could point to in this game, Austin. You know, early on, the errors for Summersville really hurt. A couple of missed pop flies, a missed ball at first base that allowed 2, maybe 3 more runs. This is a totally different game if not for that. So a little bit of heartbreak there for them, but great job by Alton. Hey, they deserve it. They definitely earned it here, did the Lady Comets. And do we have an update on the baseball game?
The last update I have is 12-5 Alton.
So I'm going to leave this camera right there on them. And I'm going to go out there and try to move that camera and see if we can see some of that baseball game real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm going to step off the headset and eat some more goldfish. Find it.
You're not watching my game? Okay. I'm watching from afar.
Jennifer, score. Can you see that at all over there?
Not quite. There we go. All right, guys, we're back here live on the headset. Great job there by the Alton Lady Comets finishing that one out 9-6. Could have easily went either way, obviously.
Yeah.
We've got a camera there on the baseball game over there. I don't know how much of it you can see, but from where our camera's at, that's the best we could do. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in with us today, everyone who engaged with us on the comments section, everyone who shared the feed for us. We appreciate that. We never delete these videos, so you can go back and rewatch at any time, and we hope that you would. Alton 9, Summersville 6. Austin, you've helped us out a lot this year. I don't know if we can get with you on the baseball game we're going to do here in a week or two, but if this is your last one, I just want to say I appreciate you, man, and you jumped on board with us this year and helped us out on this first year, and I couldn't have done it without you, that's for darn sure. So everyone at home, if y'all would, let Austin know how much you appreciate him. He was definitely instrumental in us. Once I got it going and us keeping it going whenever I couldn't be there. So, and even on nights I could. So
first of all, thank you, Andy. But let me just kind of open up, get honest with you guys for a second. December, I believe it was, maybe January. I was freshly out of nursing school, and by out of nursing school, I mean I had quit. I had no idea where I was going to go as far as career-wise. I was floating around. I thought about some different areas in the sports world, and I'm watching Van Buren versus Summersville on Dog Pack Media. And Andy's talking about how he needs help and all this stuff. Give him a message. I think I messaged him on 3 different pages immediately.
Yeah.
And unless, like you said, I think tomorrow, unless we get that game in tomorrow, tonight will be my last night. I'm going to take all the knowledge that I've soaked up from Andy and Zach Ricker and Zach Wetzel and Caleb and all of them, and I'm going to take that to Summersville next year. I'm excited for that, obviously. So, again, this helped me find what I love, and I'm in a sports broadcasting program at Full Sail now, and it's because of this that I know what I'm going to do. So I thank Andy for the opportunity more than anything else.
That's awesome. First of all, I'm extremely happy for you. Very proud of you as well. Congratulations with that. I think every school, every small school, big school, doesn't matter. I don't think there's any excuses now. Other people are doing it, and we're able to do it in these small schools. So I don't want to hear the excuses. I hear a lot of them. They should all be doing this in some form or fashion. I know it takes some dedication, and the way we're doing it takes a lot of time and money. Just to be honest with you, you got to have some backing. So if you're at Summersville and you're still on this live stream, or maybe you watch it back later, y'all get ready for that. Y'all get ready and help this young man out. He's going to need some help. The school's going to need some help with that. Back it, believe in it, be encouraging at first, because at first it's not easy. Try to, if you got the funds, I know it's tough times right now, but if you got the funds, drop in there, donate it, sponsor, whatever you got to do to help him out. And I'm extremely proud of you, and hearing that just it really made my day, because that's awesome, man, and I hope everything works out. I know it will. I'll always be there if you need anything too. But so if you are at Summersville, please, y'all get a hold of this guy and ask him how you can help get this going. So if you like this today, I promise you'll like that as well. And honestly, we just had 2 people today. It was just 2 of us.
Also, one more thing before I forget, because I thanked all the guys that have worked with me and put up with me for the past couple months. Also, thank you to the people of Alton. You guys, that first day, we're not really. I don't want to say rivals, but we're in conference opponents. We see each other a lot. That first game, you guys you welcomed me with open arms and the compliments and the encouragement, and I just can't thank you guys enough.
They really did. I remember getting a lot of comments. I remember me personally and saying, "Hey, who's the guy you had with you tonight?" And I told them your name. They said, "Where's he from?" I said, "From Summersville." I said, "What's he doing there?"
Yeah.
So he's wanting to help, and I think that's awesome. And you did a great job, and I think all the Alton fans appreciated you. And I think next year when you get this thing rolling at Summersville, I think the Summersville fans will appreciate it. At least I hope y'all do. And I know I do, and I'll be definitely watching from afar, obviously, or up close. Obviously, I guess Alton's pretty close when I'm up here, but I'm proud of you, happy for you. Again, y'all get with him, okay? Austin Bradley, and get with him. And I got people calling me left and right. I apologize. Matter of fact, let's get on a little social media here. We got Arlene Ruff, Carol Wilkerson, Melissa Oren says, "Thanks again for making this happen." Absolutely, Melissa. Thank you you were on there a lot today, engaging with us. That means a lot to us, so thank you. She says, "Great game, Maggie." And, yes, great job, girls. Several of y'all on, and we sure appreciate that. Let me go over to YouTube just to make sure. Had a lot of people on YouTube, but no comments I didn't see. Okay, so we're still good there. Guys, I don't know. My wife had gotten a hold of me, and I got to go all the way to Corning tonight and unload equipment after packing it up from here. So I don't know if we'll be able to stay for this junior high game or not.
The final score of the varsity baseball game was 13-5. Alton won it, by the way.
13-5. Well, we had it pointed. You can see we had a little picture-in-picture there. We had it pointed over there, and Alton won that one, correct?
Yes.
So Alton with there you go, a sweep of the day here. They defended their home turf, the Crater here, very well. Congratulations to the boys as well. And again, to the fans, we have tried to get down here 3 times that I'm aware of, that I did, and not counting anybody else that might have tried to come down here to help for us. But 3 times, and 1 got rescheduled. 2 were postponed because of the rain, Mother Nature, and it's been tough. My full-time schedule and 3 other places that I'm streaming for, and it's been really tough.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. That game's not over. It's 11-13.
Oh, my gosh.
That was a crazy run. Can I go watch it?
You're more than welcome, brother. Get over there, watch that thing.
I'm gonna go watch the game.
Matter of fact, we may get off here and go watch it too. If we had time to take this stuff down and get over there, we'd actually go set up and just do it. But I don't think we got the time to do that. So for Austin Bradley, I appreciate him. For everybody at Redline Media Alliance and Alton Sports Network, thanks to all the help this year as well. I don't know if this will be the last softball game we get or not, but it's a good chance it will be. We're going to try to get one more baseball game. I think it's against Gainesville. I'm not sure when that is. Big thanks to all the sponsors, Clary Funeral Home, West Plains Savings Loan, Alton Bank, Shepherd's View Assisted Living. Thank all you guys so much for tuning in with us. Guys, I hope you all had a good day and enjoyed this as much as we did. God bless you. Good night, and until next time, go Comets.